Good morning, TGI Monday. Hi, friends. Okay, we're going to start with the acids. So, this unit's actually pretty cool because it brings together a lot of the stuff we did this year all up in one. So, here's an example Monday, April 27th, 2020. What even are acids? Well, here's what they are. Acids are salts, which is to say, acids are ionic compounds. Other things are salts too, like magnesium chloride's a salt, but it's not really an acid. And, ammonium phosphate's a salt, but it's not really an acid. So, what makes them special? Well, let's go back and remember what ionic compounds even are. Ionic compounds are clusters of positive ions or cations stuck to negative ions or anions. And of course, in real life salts, you're not generally just going to find two of them like this. There's going to be a whole bunch of ions all stuck together in a crystal. But this is the basic unit of a salt or an ionic compound. So when I say acids or salts, I'm not lying. The thing that makes the salt an acid is if the positive ion is a hydrogen ion right there. So if in the salt the positive ion is a hydrogen ion, then the salt is an acid. So that is to say that all acids are salts, but not all salts are acids. Only the salts that have a hydrogen ion as the cation are acids. And then the anion can be any anion you want. So we'll just make this some anion right here. This could be any of these anions over here, or any of these anions here, any of them. You put that with a hydrogen ion, and that salt is an acid. So what even are acids? Tell yourself, push the pause button. What even are they? Yeah, that's right. They're salts that have hydrogen as the cation, the positive ion. There's three categories of acids. The first category are called organic acids. Organic acids are where you have a cation, and then your anion is some organic ion. And when I say organic, what I mean, of course, is carbon-based, generally produced by an organism. So if you have a salt where your anion is organic, it's an organic acid. And examples of organic acid are citric acid, like in lemons and stuff, and lactic acid, which is the stuff that builds in your muscles when you're getting huge and it gets all stingy and sore. So those are examples of organic acids. Okay, next category of acids, 2 out of 3 are called halide acids. And you'll remember that group 17 right here is called the halogens. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, those are halogens. So if one of those is your anion in your acid, then your acid is a halide acid. Halide is the ion form of a halogen. So the stable form of a halogen is called a halide. So halide acids, you're always going to have a proton as your, you're always going to have a, hydrogen ion as your cation. And you're all, in the case of a halide acid, you're going to have a halogen ion as your anion. So an example would be, if you had a hydrogen ion with a fluoride ion, this would be your acid. Its formula would be HF. There's your formula. There's your drawing. There's your formula. Okay. Polyatomic ion acids. That's when you take a hydrogen ion and you combine it with some negatively charged polyatomic ion. So you could do it like this. For example, you could have hydrogen with nitrate, and that would form this acid right here. This would be the formula for this acid made with the nitrate ion. Another example, like let's say you had a polyatomic ion that had a -2 charge. Like for example, let's say you had sulfate with a -2 charge. See that? If you had sulfate with a -2 charge, you would need 2 of these hydrogen ions, because hydrogen ions only have a +1 charge. We're just doing our crisscross thing. You're going to need 2 of these to go with 1 of these. Yeah? So in that case, this would be what your salt would look like. You'd have your sulfate and your 2 hydrogen ions, and in your formula you would need to show that you had 2 hydrogen ions. So here we go right here, 2 hydrogen ions and 1 sulfate ion. That's what acids even are. Acids are salts where the cation is a hydrogen ion. I hope you guys know that simple lesson, and I want you to enjoy yourselves because it's Monday.